We welcome you to the 2019 McDonald's All-American Boys Scrimmage here at Wheeler High School, just north of Atlanta. And to get things started, let's go courtside with Corey Alexander. Trying to keep him home. McDaniels out of Federal Way High School in Washington State. Line. And the long two is Pure.
It's where he's best, inside the arc, long range two. And that's where all the big time programs that were recruiting Isaiah Stewart, Kentucky, Duke, and of course Syracuse.
Back and forth, and a thunderous jam for Whitney.
And one of the things you guys were going to compete and wanted to show that they were not a generation of guys that just wanted to look good on the floor. They wanted to have some. More importantly, Mike, I think there are guys that are coming into this game with a lot to prove. Trendon Wofford, who comes up with the steal, was left off of the USA basketball team. He got his body into great shape, and now he's trying to show that he's among the elite of this class.
Of a lot of problems for the Bulldogs.
One of those guys who says, I don't necessarily need to go to a blue blood program in college basketball.
And of course, Anthony, for you, this is an opportunity for you not only to play the McDonald's game, but you're close enough to home. You're going to have a huge following. What are you looking to accomplish this week?
Just playing hard. I seen the way he developed him, so I was like, why should I go get that type of development? So, yeah, that played a big role.
Could stay in the NBA. A lot of guys get drafted, not many can stay.
Thunderous finish, rumbling down the floor.
It's looking at Connecticut, St. John's, Kansas. One of the best athletes in the class, Precious Achua.
And wanted
to be a little bit more connected, unified. And it seems like this group is really good teammates. The prestigious list, there's always guys who are right there on the cusp that don't make it.
Trey Mann controls for the West team in the red, the East team in the black uniforms.
Of course, also, you're playing against your teammate, Scotty Lewis, who is going to be on the East team. Are you looking forward to that matchup? You've heard all about his defense, and we've heard a lot about your offense. You looking forward to that?
A dangerous duo at the Ranney School in New Jersey over the last several years. And Antoine's going to be part of the number 3 class in the country.
Put the basketball on the floor and also shoot the jumper. He was a raw athlete as a sophomore, and you just see how much he's progressed over the past couple of seasons.
That's Edwards with the bucket for the East squad.
You see how Anthony Edwards is stopped initially, then a little step back. He just emphasized their defense, but they will have to when they get to the next level.
Do you think that's the hardest adjustment, making the move to college?
That's one of the hardest adjustments. Great pass by Cole Anthony.
Exceptional vision underneath the basket.
Is to win. He wants to be in a situation where he knows he's going to have an opportunity to win a national championship. But more importantly, as you mentioned, the fit. Being able to play in ball screens is important. He's a very underrated passer.
North Carolina at the same time. He's originally from Richmond, so he'll follow in the steps of some guys from that.
That's going to be a major factor, which I'm sure it is, into looking at North Carolina.
Well, PB, I noticed you didn't mention who remained at North Carolina.
I just assumed it was already included from our conversation 30 seconds.
Nice post up.
Oh, left hand.
That's his signature move, James. Well, with Kerry, they're going to get an inside presence. This guy's a monster. 6'10" and skilled. Got to play with a little bit more energy, a little bit more effort. It's 2 and 3. Can play 2, 3, or 4. And Boogie Ellis gets buckets as a 2-guard.
Anthony gets the tip.
Arizona Gatorade Player of the Year back-to-back.
Mannion comes from great bloodlines as well as dad, and then spent time in the NBA in the mid to late 80s with 6 NBA teams.
Has really come on as a senior. He's cropped up into the 10 spot in the ESPN 100. That's hard to do.
Challenges come with that.
It's going to be a lot of challenges. I know I got to get in better shape, and I know the college game is a lot more physical.
Into that mix. Had Duke, had Michigan State, picked Tennessee.
Michigan State, understandably so, as his dad Kurt played there for Judd Heathcote, and 4 of his uncles played college basketball as well. James out of South Carolina last year. Of course, Zion Williamson out of South Carolina, Aaron Nesmith, who went to Vanderbilt. Those were the 2 top players out of the state last year. That's a nice looking shot there from Anthony.
And Josiah James, last point on him, 5-star player. Yes, we know that. 5-star kid, as you can tell by the interview with Corey, and a 5-star plus type of teammate. He cares circuit this year and was found. We put him in the ESPN 60 as a junior. Same program that produced Aaron Naismith at Vanderbilt.
And you see that move, of course, that from. Where'd that come from?
I want to give most of the credit, honestly, to my AAU coach, Coach Munch, or Terrence Williams. I mean, he just, when I came in as a freshman and I started with the AAU.
Ride with my young fella, that new guy.
57-32, quite the disparity, quite confident.
It's very important. That's more important than what he eats. Duke has come into the picture in terms of recruiting. Yes. He's thinking about going to Duke right now. He also had Alabama on his list. Coaching champ beside Waffle House for Corey is Duke.
And talking about his brother Christian playing at Indiana.
Elm on fries. You see what I'm saying? That's why I have this shirt on.
Corey, have you been ordering supersize when you go?
PB, I'm 45. Absolutely. One pick in 1994.
Oh, I see.
We had two number one picks.
Two separate classes. Yes. Well, if these guys don't go number one after their freshman year, I don't know if they bet on James Wiseman. Though I'm talking to NBA scouts, they absolutely love Isaiah Stewart.
What's the best book you've read lately?
I'll say a business book called How to Be a Power Connector.
How to be the power connector, and of course, for you as a power connector on the court.
Roots coach Penny as a high school coach in Memphis. How has the perception from players changed with that school in the American Conference since he's been the head coach?
They've taken a strong look at it now. I mean, obviously Wiseman becomes the Pied Piper by bringing, that is a special kind of defender. Anybody who can make you stop and think.
To see when they take the floor.
Well, tomorrow night I want to see Isaiah Stewart again, this time battling with James Wiseman. And the point guard matchup is outstanding. Nico Mannion against